Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back there daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate it. Now, overall, I told you guys to watch Bitcoin as we do march into today, aka Sunday, the weekly candle close. I'm watching for 43K plus, which will ultimately lead us to a nice high of around 45K, which will lead us to a little bit of a retest of 43K to have that higher low put in place before we ultimately lead to 50K plus on Bitcoin. Now, of course, if we are talking about altcoins, I haven't been, really kind of watching them too much, just because when we are talking about altcoins currently, there's not a true main focus around them, especially as we are kind of watching Bitcoin more so right now. I do think that Bitcoin currently is already at its bottoming point, or at least around it, right? And I did say this from earlier, when I did upload a video talking about the entire crypto market. I said the bottom's in because, I have been accumulating greatly. The factors of dormancy flows within Bitcoin are telling us massive bullish signs. And I have been, buying a lot of altcoins because I do believe that, these are going to be historical, prices. I think that a lot of the prices that we do see right now within this market are going to be prices that we'll never see again. And I say that in the kindest regard to individuals, sitting on the sideline saying, I'm too late, I'm not going to get in this, early enough. Like even XRP, right? We talk about XRP at 76 cents, almost 76 and a half, right? We look at the overall chart and we go back to when it was $3.57 at this all-time high, and then we look at the fib outreaches up here. It's truly insane. I mean, think about it like this, right? I've seen some people say, yeah, the best I could see is maybe like an $8 XRP. Okay, well, the best that you could see in terms of an $8 XRP is a 90% dropping point from there. Guess what? That 90% dropping point brings us to around the level that we are currently at now. All right? But that's at just $8. I've told you guys $10 to $15 is my main target points. If that's the case, a 90% drop from here brings us down to about $1. Okay? Think about that. We will never be under $1 again for XRP if we do hit a little bit above $10, because overall it's roughly 90% drops within the altcoin market when we do go into a bear market. For an example, going off of this high point, going to the bottom structure down here, it was a little bit more than 90% due to, of course, COVID. But still, it's the idea that like when we talk about things happening right now within this market, and we talk about things that have been happening, there's a major center stone that is being printed right now, and that is regulations, right? The thing about XRP is I think that we go higher than $10. I honestly think that we could see some major outreaches due to a settlement. Now let's talk about that. So I tweeted earlier today saying the XRP case is finished. I don't see anything but a settlement happening, and from the looks of it, that happens this year. Now, why did I tweet this? Why did I say this, right? So overall, yesterday I made a video talking to you guys about, the major update within the SEC case. The Hinman emails got revealed. That's huge, right? I also think that the SEC is at a breaking point. I think that we are nearing the center stage for either the deciding factor on, hey, are we going to be seeing a settlement? Or two, are we going to see a massive shutdown of the case in favor of the SEC? Which one do you think is more plausible right now? Especially when we're talking about the, fair notice being the major, center stage currently as well. All of it, leads to one major thing. That is a settlement. We do get a settlement. We look at the price of XRP, and this is why I say, you're still pretty early. I would say that like XRP is still a very early investment. We look at these higher fib outreaches, $16 to 4618. The last one is $27. After that, it's free game. And I told you guys my settlement prices, $50 to $75. Could we go higher? 100%. But I'm just saying these are my levels that I'm watching for if a settlement does happen, which in my opinion, we 100% will be seeing that. Now, I'm not saying that these prices are guaranteed. These are just my targets if we do see a settlement, because there's so much waging on a settlement in terms of XRP and Ripple's next major steps. Now, let's talk about this. So first off, we do see Senate Republicans have issued a policy paper on crypto, signaling that the GOP is inching towards a more unified approach to crypto regulation. I'm telling you guys right now, when we are talking about where the SEC is positioned within regulations and on crypto, we know that they are clearly targeting it. They are not trying to bring innovation within the United States through crypto technology. They are not even trying to, regulate crypto. They are just targeting it and attacking it. This is a very, very serious, problem right now, especially if you are in the US. If you are someone that lives in the US, you should be focusing on everything that the SEC is really kind of moving towards within crypto, but also look at what's happening right now within the Senate. Look at what's happening right now within, Congress in general. We are seeing a major shift towards approaching a massive crypto regulation, unification through these agencies. And the SEC has no power over the deciding factor here. We also look at this. The SEC's behavior in the SEC versus Ripple raises serious questions about what remedy defendants and XRP holders may have against an overbearing federal agency that has abused the power granted to it by Congress. I do think that when we're talking about the power that the SEC has, it hasn't been abused in the way that most people are looking at this. I think that the power behind the SEC has been an egotistical, target on this market to kind of manipulate and benefit themselves in terms of their pockets, by allowing for, again, this is where we do see the idea of picking winners and losers. This is an issue. And I do think that the SEC has been overstepping their boundaries for a very, very long time. Now, the best thing about this is that we have been seeing major updates within this SEC case. And I would say major updates in terms of bombshells. And we are seeing that they are going to continue. Johnny Deaton confirms, I can tell you this, as we keep digging, it won't get better for Hinman and Clayton. And we do see here, this is all regarding those emails. These emails are so crucial to the case. I mean, guys, we're talking about a massive breakthrough in terms of this SEC lawsuit. Now, also, I really want to remind you all, if you are holding XRP and if you are having your doubts about, hey, I don't think that we're going to be seeing a settlement anytime soon. I don't think that XRP is a safe bet. I want you guys to understand where XRP is a safe bet compared to where it's not. Look at this screen. Tell me, does this look like XRP is a security, or does it look like XRP is a currency? In my opinion, we are seeing XRP being deemed a security by a country that is putting more power behind an agency set in stone to protect the banks. And in fact, let's talk about protecting the banks. Gold Telegraph, breaking news. Russia coal and oil paid for in yuan starts heading to China. Several Chinese firms use local currency to buy Russian coal in March. A trend is emerging. This is facing the idea on the dollar dropping in value, but also losing its dominancy. This is pretty crucial. I would say that this is an area that we should focus on, especially considering the fact that when we are talking about the dollar, this is the chart that is going to lead us to, again, the golden areas for a lot of these altcoins and, of course, this market. We're watching for that rejection on the dollar closely. This happens on Monday. We are going to be seeing a major shift here. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't believe that this is going to happen all in one day, but it's going to be interesting to watch for, especially considering the fact that the dollar is no longer the dominant currency in these areas. BRICS is moving forward in terms of, again, their own system. We actually seen BRICS to create their own financial messaging system. Independent rating agency for BRICS will be appointed. BRICS to accelerate work on their own payment cards. This is pretty big. I would say when we were talking about this, the shift and the, overall streamline of the future of finance, the future of this entire payment infrastructure that we are utilizing on a day-to-day basis is being printed before our eyes. Swift is crumbling. The current financial system is crumbling. We need to adopt something better, all while the US is continuing to stifle innovation. Why? To protect the banks. But let's talk about the banks real quick. The United States Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation asked banks for info on crypto activities, citing potential systemic risk from certain crypto assets and activities. You don't say. This is an issue as well. Okay, we look at this. Citing potential systemic risk from certain crypto assets. The FDIC said any firm considering dabbling in crypto should tell the agency of its plans, and any institutional or institution already involved in such activities should promptly notify the FDIC. I think that this is a very, very big issue. Again, I want you guys to understand that they could be looking at targeting withdrawals. They could be targeting, just crypto in general. We even see, they're concerned people will use the lifeboats to get off the sinking ship. We know that the U.S. economy right now is at a very, very critical level. We have been addressing this and we have been talking about this for a very long time. I want you all to start preparing now. I've been saying this so many times. People think it's fear mongering. It's not. Guys, take a step back. Look at the economical, level that we are at in the US. Look at the economical level of the US dollar around the world. You're going to tell me that this isn't a massive sinking ship? We have been propping up the, indices for far too long with massively printed money. 80% of the US dollar printed in the last 2 years. That is not sustainable. This economy is almost at a tipping point. When we look at the dollar is in no way at this current valuation. In fact, when we're talking about the dollar strength, this is going to collapse very soon. I'm watching this. I've been watching this so long now. I started watching this initially when we started to break out during June. I started watching it as we continued to break out during September. And I continued to watch it during October, into November, into January, February, and here we are in April. And I'm going to continue to watch this to see if we are going to get that cascading view on the dollar, similar to what happened back in May. That followed through all the way to January of 2021 and continued to trade sideways at resistance until around June. This is crucial for us. This is going to be a successful path for stocks and crypto because the focus is going to shift towards these risk assets. So with that being said, I do believe that the dollar collapse is going to happen. I also do think that it's going to push the value of crypto astronomically higher. I am watching this market very closely. I'm watching this SEC lawsuit very closely because the XRP value could surge massively very, very soon if a settlement is confirmed. When do I believe that date will be? Most likely within the summertime to September time. That's where I'm watching. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.